And welcome back to another episode of the Washington Nationals franchise. Today we continue on our postseason run. We're going to be playing the National League Championship Series in its entirety. And this is a very big matchup because we are facing, once again, for the fourth straight season, the Dodgers. Not the fourth straight season facing them in the championship series, I guess I should add, but the fourth straight season running into them in the postseason. And 3 times in a row, 3 straight seasons, we've sent them home packing. So you gotta imagine, within this universe, we're probably at the point where this has become a pretty big rivalry, and the Dodgers fans just have to hate the Nationals. There can't be a team that they want to beat any more than us. So we've got to come out one more time here and put them away for the 4th straight season. I'm just now realizing though that on the other side I didn't sim far enough to see who the ALCS matchup is going to be. We already have Cleveland beating Houston, but then Seattle and Toronto is tied at 2. So before we do anything here, I'm going to sim one more day and see who won that matchup and who's going to be in the ALCS, and it was Seattle. But I always like to do a little bit of pre-series scouting before I start a new postseason series against a new team. Even though we're very familiar with these Dodgers at this point, still want to fully know what we're up against. And they do have actually a couple new players that they haven't had in the past, the first being their leadoff hitter, Josh Rojas. But then you got Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, and then I think Mountcastle's another, this is his first year. Hasn't even spent the full year on the Dodgers. But then Gavin Lux, Trace Thompson, Will Smith, Chris Taylor, Michael Busch. Those are all Dodgers that we're familiar facing. This is just as good of a lineup as they've always had. A lot of high overalls. Kind of weird seeing Freddie Freeman, down in the 70s at a 78 overall, but still very dangerous with that contact and that clutch. His power numbers are dropping off, but the hitting as a whole has stayed at least somewhat consistent. He's still right there around 300. When we have a lefty out there, they've got Ahmed Rosario starting though. That's who I traded away to get Bobby Miller, and now we gotta face him. But he didn't end up with that great of a season. He turned it around a little bit. He was having a really bad season when I traded him away, and he kind of bounced back a little bit, but still not a great year out of him. But with that contact and even 60 power against a lefty, he's not a pushover or anything. We also have to deal with Herb Morales and James Outman with a lefty out there. And then taking a look at their pitching, this is where I feel like they start to look different, at least in the starting rotation. There's no Dustin May, there's no Walker Buehler, there's no Clayton Kershaw. They do still have Tony Gonsolin, and then it's Aaron Savali and Max Fried, and those are the top 3 in the rotation. They have had Max Fried for a couple years now, and I don't know if I'm maybe misremembering, but I feel like I kind of have a little bit of trouble when I face Max Fried. Their bullpen though is still very similar to how it's always been. They still have pretty much the same bullpen that we've gotten used to seeing out of the Dodgers. Almonte, Gratterall, Bickford, Fireisen, Evan Phillips, Alex Vesia, and then they've just gone out and also added Ryan Helsley on top of that. A lot of high hits per 9 ratings, a lot of sinkers. So to me, this is probably the most worrying aspect of facing these Dodgers. I'm going to keep my postseason roster the same as it was for the first series against Pittsburgh, though I don't feel the need to make any changes. So we're going to treat this series very similar to how we treated that series against Pittsburgh. We're going to do plenty of simulations, but I'm not just gonna, sit here and press triangle and then just see that we either won or lost. We're gonna load our way all the way in, so let's just get going here. Game 1, Cade Cavalli versus Tony Gonsolin. Cavalli putting his postseason reputation on the line once again here, and it's a little bit more worrying being in franchise than in March to October, but he had a solid first game, so he must still have it. And here we go, Game 1 of the NLCS at home. 4 straight seasons making it here, and we're not just looking to make it here, we're looking for our 4th straight season of advancing to the World Series. And it's all got to start here. It's all got to start with another good Cade Cavalli postseason start. Our hitting has got to continue to hit like it did in the series against Pittsburgh. We averaged over 10 runs a game in that series. So if we can just continue putting those two things together, man, we'll be just fine. All right, so here we go. Cavalli ready to go. He's made 1 start so far. He went 5 innings. gave up a run, and we are gonna head directly into the simulator here. We're going into quick manage, but I'm not managing, we're just fast forwarding. And I think game 1 of a best of 7, relatively low stakes, so I don't feel like I have to go at bat by at bat. So we're gonna go, we'll go half inning by half inning, so we can simulate through this first half inning here. Already off to a rough start. Oh boy. Oh no. Wow. Well, there goes Cade Cavalli's reputation, and there might go game 1. 5 runs, a 5 spot in the first. We had an error also, so I don't know how many of those runs might have been unearned, but I don't care. I care about 5 runs in the box score. All right, well, next half inning, how do we respond? With okay, well, at least it wasn't a 1-2-3 inning. We already have Jordan Hicks into the game. He came in at the end of the first inning, so Cavalli didn't even make it through an inning. At least Hicks is getting us through an inning. There's still plenty of time here. If we keep him at 5, there's no reason we can't come back. We just gotta get these runners around to score. We had a couple on that inning. Let's get through another half inning here, and Hicks gets us through it. All right, next half inning at the plate, another walk, and there we go. Soto's getting us on the board with a 2-run shot. It's only a 3-run game now with plenty of time to go. Just gonna keep simming here, but if it gets late enough and it's close enough, I'll hop in and see how I can influence things. Bottom 4 here, Casas single. Couple of hits to lead it off. We've down, okay, it moves a little fast to me to recap it, at bat by at bat, but we got 2 runs back here. Couple runners got on. It seems like we could have gotten a big hit to get more across, but we'll have to live with it. Hicks is still out there, and they're still leaving him in, and he's getting us through another inning, so very nice outing from him. He's given us like 4 1/3. We got Meneses leading off bottom 5th. He's not yet replicating the success he had in the first series. We got to take Hicks out here, right? Yeah, okay. We got Ferguson in against his former team, and he gets out of it. He got up to bases loaded, but we're all good. Bottom 6, gonna keep simming here. Base hit to start it, and we don't end up getting anything across. Now it's Nick Sandlin in. Gets through a 1-2-3 inning. I think this will be the last inning I simulate unless, we take a big lead or something. But bottom 7, simulate this half inning. They go to a new arm. We go down 1-2-3. So with 2 innings to go and a 1-run difference, I am gonna hop into this game and see what I can do. So we have Nick Sandlin out there. He's only thrown 7 pitches, so he's got a lot of energy left. I'll probably leave him in. Well, actually, I guess I kind of have to leave him in because just with how this tends to work, yeah, we don't get to like warm up anybody instantly. Because actually, now that I'm looking at it, 3 lefties in a row, all of them hit righties better. This would definitely be a better spot to bring in a lefty. You know what? I'm gonna let's see what I can do here. I think if I go into the quick manager and then change pitcher here, the energy shouldn't matter. Because like if you're managing the game like this, it's not like you're warming anybody up. There's not even the option to. So if I bring in Man Supply from here, he should come in with full energy. So we're gonna do that. And yeah, okay, he looks good. I feel like that's a little cheap, but only if I was actually playing the whole game and then just like forgot to warm somebody up. I think simming up to that point and then kind of being stuck without anybody in the bullpen, I feel like that's fair game to use that as a trick. Oh, that's got to stay in play for Diaz. Come on, don't drift. It's gonna, okay, we're good. Man Supply has been in so many of these big spots in the postseason throughout his Nationals career. Even though his ratings are finally starting to decline, I still trust him, man. And there we go, he's gonna get us a punch out. And Freddie rolls over on a curve. That's a 1-2-3 inning out of Man Supply. We've kept it right where it's at. Gotta score. And they're going to Alex Vesia. I feel like I have a weirdly difficult time when I've faced him lately. Like everything he throws is pretty basic, but I feel like there's just something about him that always trips me up. No, oh God, we got it to 3-2, and he just straight fastball right down the middle. Total challenge pitch. Oh, they let me hold up. That was a good battle, and it ends with Chapman getting on base. Oh no, and I'm late, dude. I don't know what it is, but I'm having trouble getting around on the Alex Vesia fastball. If I can't get around on his 95, 96, how am I supposed to get around on it if they go to Helsley to close the game? Well, and I finally get around on it, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm way under it, so it's just a lazy pop fly, and we're going to have to do it in the bottom of the 9th. I'm going to go to Sir Anthony Dominguez here. to lock this one down. I think this is his first appearance of the postseason so far, because he didn't have postseason stats appearing there. It was just his regular season numbers. There we go. Left that in a spot I didn't want to leave it in, but it worked. Dude, Ryan Mountcastle, it's time to sit down. Way too many good pitches here. You're fouling off or taking. There we go. Ooh, no strikeout of the side. We got to make this play. We didn't make the play. I actually kind of thought that was an easy play. I guess he's a little faster than I realized, and now we got to face Trace Thompson. He's always at least somewhat scary. There we go. All right, I guess that works. 3 strikeouts for Dominguez in the inning to keep it right where it's at. We're going to have the top of our order due up. 3 lefties. I'm guessing they're going to a righty. And this has to be the exact spot that they signed Ryan Helsley for. Throughout the past 3 seasons in the March to October, we have spent every single year beating up on Evan Phillips when he tries to close out games. I can't remember a single time that he successfully closed out a game in a save situation. So they went out, they got a new closer, and now we got to level up in order to continue doing the same thing. And that, I had the right idea, made sure I was around on it. We've got a lot of weak contact in these 2 innings. All right, that's the tying run to get put on base for free, though. That's how it starts. I might even want to go to, yep, they had the same idea as me. I was going to say I might want to go to a bit of extra speed here. And I think that extra speed is just going to have to be Drew Jones. 94 speed. Let's get as much wheels out there as we can. If Soto hits it in the gap, we got to tie it. Oh, no, I'm too early. He's supposed to have outlier, I thought. Throw it 102, then I'm on it. Oh, dude, I waited back a little too far. I had the right idea there. No, that totally got me. That's the same pitch that always gets me. Apparently, regardless if it's righty-righty or righty-lefty, keep that slider in the zone and I will think it's a fastball and be way out in front of it and way off of it. Unbelievable. That's so hittable. If I recognize that, that is so hittable. We're not done yet, though. We still have Joey Meneses. Even though it doesn't seem like it in this game, he's the hottest bat of the postseason so far. That's got to be the pitch I turn on. Why was I on it with Soto? Early on it even, and now I'm late. Probably because of that slider. And I'm late again, dude. That's right there. That's what I'm looking for. But he threw one slider to throw me off. And now I'm behind it. Now I'm not selling out. He threw it a 3rd straight time. Oh, I got around on it. I made a good swing. I hit it hard. That's a shame. Wow, dude. The Dodgers are here to play. It feels like they've turned a corner. Finally are able to actually put us away and close out a game, pick up a save. And it was just that rough start. 5 runs in the 1st inning and then nothing else was allowed. If that doesn't happen, or if it was at least a little bit more toned down of a 1st inning, we would have had that. We would have been fine. I gave myself time. I gave myself 2 innings to score at least 1 run, a very March to October-y situation, and I couldn't do it either. There's still a lot of series to go, though. In my opinion, nothing to worry about yet. We still got to lose 3 more games before this is over, and I don't see that happening. So we're gonna move right on here. Game 2, Freddie Peralta versus Aaron Civale. Peralta didn't have the greatest start. He was the only one to pick up a loss in that 1st series, but that just means he's got a chip on his shoulder here and he's ready to turn it around. And here we go. Game 2 ready to go. I thought it was going to be rainy. Loading in, it said it was overcast, but it looks like a clear night to me. I'm probably gonna go ahead and simulate most of this one again. I mean, obviously we'll see how it goes, but I'm gonna play it very similar to the last one just because we still have a lot of series to go. So heading into the quick manage, heading into fast forward, and I'm gonna hit next half inning, even though this didn't work out too well in the top of the 1st last time. But Freddie Peralta, get me through this, please. 1, 2, 3, not quite, but 1, 2, 3, 4, sure. All right, let's get ourselves an early lead this time. Aaron Civale has nothing on us, right? Nope, apparently he does. On to the 2nd then, and Peralta still holding strong. That was 1, 2, 3. And in our half, a 1, 2, 3 again. We're going blow for blow here. And we don't like this. We don't like this. No, we don't. Freddie, what is with this? What is with these 5-run innings? That's the only way they can score so far, is putting up 5 in the same inning. What can we do to try and make this comeback? Nothing. Freddie's still out there. I guess 5 for him isn't as big of a deal as 5 for Cavalli. Wow, and just after saying Cavalli and then looking at Civali, really wish that would have been the matchup. Cavalli, Civali. And bottom 4, still nothing going on. Peralta gave up a leadoff walk and now he's out. What do we got? Bottom 5 here. Absolutely nothing. We have 2 hits on the board through 5 innings. Ayala gets us through another inning. If we don't do anything here, I might have to hop in for the 7th on and see what I can do. Okay. We got something going. We got something going. It all came at once. Okay. They went to a new pitcher and it immediately shut us down, but we brought it back to the same score that game 1 was. 5-4 now. So we're gonna try and get through the 7th. Okay, well, give up a run there. Maybe I should hop in now then. We'll hop in for the bottom of the 7th, down 2. We got Phil Bickford to face, and it's Isan Diaz up right now. Hey, that's a good start for me. 4-pitch walk, and we bring the tying run up to the plate. Already with a home run today. And there we go. Great swing. Look at that swing. Waiting back, going the other way with that 2-seam running away, and now we have 2 on, nobody out. Go ahead run coming up to the plate. Abrams. Oh, that's hit so hard. That's hit so hard, it's just gonna leave. Oh my God. Just like that. We get 2 on, and Abrams clears the bases. He has not at all been a power hitter for us. But when we need him most, he shows up right there. So you know what? Now that I did that, we've established ourselves with a lead. I'm going to switch up the strategy here. We're going to head back into the simulator. I'm going to sim the hitting innings, and then I'm going to hop into pitch to try and hold the lead. We still have no outs, though, in this 7th. So let's see what we can do with the rest of this half inning with 2, 3, 4 due up. We can't do anything. We go down 1, 2, 3. But I will. I'll hop back in here to pitch. Try and preserve this lead. We got Ayala into the yellow energy, so I'll go ahead and take him out. I have Nick Sandlin ready to go. So that's who we go to here. 1-run lead in the 8th. We need Sandlin, the setup man. Okay, there we go. We got Trace Thompson grounding out. It's not usually how he swings at 2-strike sliders, though. He's usually way out in front of it and whiffing. By his measure, that's a good swing. There we go. We get Will Smith chasing that slider. And a rollover. Diaz, make it look more tough, why don't you? Man, I feel like that was a routine, and he had to try and make himself look like a superstar over there. All right, so back into the simulator. We're going to see if we can get any insurance in this bottom half of the 8th. And if not, well, that was quick. But we've got our closer ready to go. Garrett Crochet out there with a 1-run lead to protect. He's got 3 lefties coming up in a row. Really couldn't have lined it up better for him to pick up this save. Oh, that was hit pretty hard, but Garcia's there. He'll make the play. And we get the big chase on the slider. 1 to go, Crochet. You just got to get Freddie Freeman. Oh, there we go, right to Diaz, and that ends it. We've evened the series at 1. We had to make another comeback, and this time we're actually able to finish it on the big CJ Abrams 3-run shot, and we've basically just turned this into a best-of-5 series the rest of the way. All right, we're ready to head to LA for Game 3 against Max Fried, but over in the AL, it's also a 1-1 tie. I say we sweep them at home here in these next 3 games and absolutely demoralize these Dodgers fans even more than we already have. I mean, could you imagine that? Just win 3 straight games on the road, take the series in front of the road crowd. I would love that. Let's do it. It's actually very tempting because of how short Cade Cavalli went into that first game. He could be ready to go again. But no, I think we'll keep the rotation intact here, especially because it seems like Snell and Gore might be a little bit more trustworthy at this point. So we'll go Snell here. We got a lefty to face, so we've got our lineup ready to go for that, which means no CJ Abrams. The hero of game 2 is not getting the start because he doesn't hit lefties well. And all right, Max Fried. Actually a really nice postseason so far. He's made 2 starts. He's got a 1.20 ERA, but no strikeouts. He has, well, I guess technically not no strikeouts. He has 1 strikeout in 15 innings. How is that even possible? Heading straight into the simulator, though, and we're going to go half inning by half inning. Let's see if we can take the lead first on the road like they did against us a couple times. Nope, we're going to go down 1, 2, 3. All right, Snell, set him down. We do. Dueling 1, 2, 3 innings. Top 2, we got our first hit, but it's not going to turn into anything. Bottom 2, they get their first hit, and it's not going to turn into anything. So top 3 here ready to go, and we got a double, and we drove him in. There we go, Diaz. That is the clutch 2-out hitting we need. 2-out rally there to pick up the first run. Now we got to have Snell continue to lock it down, and he gave up a hit, but we're all good. Now we got to keep pouring it on. And that, just like that, Chapman, solo shot gives us the bigger lead here. Snell, hopefully, nope, he's letting it go now. He's letting it slip. But we're okay. We still have the lead. Couple walks there is not good, but only the 1 came around. They still have Fried out there, and he's getting another 1, 2, 3. We still have Snell out there, and he's giving up back-to-back doubles to tie the game. And at least he got out of it again. I think they loaded the bases with 1 out, but a couple strikeouts in a row. Now the game's tied at 2. Heading into the 6th, what do we got? Still Max Fried out there for them. We're going down 1, 2, 3. Gotta imagine Snell's done for us. Yeah, but it's Hicks without full energy. Still gets through the inning. Top half of the 7th already. Soto with the double. Ruiz brings him around to score. There's the lead again. I don't want Hicks to stay in here, though. I wanted to take it out and quick manage. But, yeah, I feel like this is a spot with how much energy he has and just knowing how the game works, they would leave him in. I don't want him left in. I think I want to go to Sandlin. His energy is practically full. He's right there. He gave us a good outing in the last game. So Sandlin, to get us through this bottom of the 7th, I'm going to go at bat by at bat. Instead, he gets out number 1. He gives up a hit. He gives up another hit, so you know what? I'm going to hop in right now. End this myself. This will be the last batter that Sandlin will face with a lefty due up next. So if he wants to finish the inning, he's going to need to roll a double play ball here. And that might be exactly what he did. That was smoked. But Garcia with an amazing play to keep the run from scoring. All right, so with the 1-run lead, I think I'm going to kind of default to what I was doing last game too. We'll simulate the offense and then hop back into pitch to try and maintain this lead. So we'll go at bat by at bat. Gratterall out there for them, and he's going to get a 1, 2, 3. Bottom 8 now for us, and I think I'm going to go Mantiply. I know Dominguez is typically our setup guy, but they have a couple lefties due up this inning, so Mantiply ready to go anyway, so he'll be the guy. And there we go. I think he was early on that fastball up and away, but there's out number 1. Oh, and a perfectly executed 12-6 there to punch out Herb Morales. And a pop-up to short. Chapman's camped under it. Another great outing from Mantiply, and we're heading into the 9th with a lead. So back to simulating here, see if we can pick up anything else before we try and close it out. Meneses, man, he's had a rough series. He had an all-time series against the Pirates, and now he hasn't done anything yet. He actually might be 0 in these first 3 games. All right, we got to continue on, though. Don't focus on that. A Juan Soto double with Mr. Clutch up. Okay, he walks. Ruiz, another walk. Tristan Casas, he flied out. Oh, maybe I should have hopped in there. Maybe that's the type of spot I should insert myself with bases loaded, 2 outs like that. But can't change the past. We just got to move on. We're going to Garrett Crochet again. A couple lefties due up again this inning, so another decent spot for him. They're saying Outman's going to drag bunt, so you know what, I'll listen. There we go. He didn't try any funny business, and we'll just sit him down on 3 pitches then. You should have bunted. How about this? Ahmed Rosario up here with a chance to make a difference. We don't want him to make a difference. Okay, he hit that hard, but it's right to our guy. Chapman's got that handled. 1 to go, and it's 1 more lefty, and they're sticking with him. Ooh, he was ready for that. I don't like that. Some solid contact here against Crochet, and that brings up the guy that I did not want to see. Oh my god, these takes. Mookie, calm down. I can't give him one, though. I can't lay one over the middle. I can't give him a fastball, so we'll just have to strike him out on an amazing slider. Crochet locking down another one. Another 1-run win. Every single one of these games so far in this series have been 1-run games. This has got to be an exciting series. These fans have got to be thrilled so far. So we're doing it so far, man. It is a total team effort right now, and we need to continue that. We've got Mackenzie Gore ready to head out there against one of their weaker pitchers. If I remember right, this is one of the dudes down in the 70 overall range, and he's not looking good so far in this playoff run. So with a 2-1 lead in the series, we're gonna load right back in, heading back out to LA, and I think I gotta stick with the jerseys that worked here. I went alternate home in game 2 and we won. I went alternate road in game 3 and we won, so I'm sticking with the alternates. And here we go, ready for game 4. It's another nice night out in LA. We have Mackenzie Gore ready to go. He's been one of our most consistent pitchers for a while now, and we need another good outing from him here. If he can give us this one, that's a 3-1 series lead, and we are in the command seat. As tempted as I am to want to start this game and try and beat up on what should be a pretty bad starter, I think I'm going to start by heading back into the simulator once again. Best thing this guy has about him is that 91 Ks per 9, but one thing about our team is we got a lot of guys with high vision, so we're really good at not striking out. So I have faith that even in the simulation aspect, we should still be able to hit this guy. So we'll go ahead, we'll sim this first half inning, see what we got going on, which is absolutely nothing. Great job, guys. Have not really been hot out of the gate a single game yet in this series. So Gore, you got to do it then. You got to lock it down. That's not what we want to see. That is not what we want to see. It's 5 straight base runners to start the inning. How did we get out of that with only the 1 allowed? All right, work cut out for us a bit. Meneses with the double. There we go. And then we can't bring him around to score. And Gore, you gonna calm it down here this time? He did a little bit. Still gave up a couple base runners. Top 3 already. Leadoff base hit, and then 3 straight fielder's choices. Gore's already running a little low on energy, so it was probably a good thing I kept Jordan Hicks from pitching too far into the last one, because we might need him as a long reliever. And man, we can't get Gore through a clean inning. He's always got to give up a couple base runners. Why are we not hitting this guy though? Come on, somebody do something against this bad starting pitcher of theirs. Why are we not doing anything? And there's the 5-run inning. Walk after walk after walk. Oh my God. A 6-run inning. Dude, what has even happened here? We've given up 9 walks. Jose Ayala gave up 5 on his own, and he didn't even pitch an entire inning. I mean, I hate to say it, but this one's already starting to feel like a lost cause, down 7-0 in the 5th. Might just have to assume this series is going to be tied at 2, unless our guys want to do something, and it really doesn't seem like they do want to do anything. Not only, dude, 3 more walks. Are you kidding me? I know we didn't give anything up, but that's double-digit walks. That's 12 walks now, and that's only through 5 innings. 12 walks in a game is a ton, but that's 12 walks in 5 innings. Okay, leadoff double, and then we can't bring him around to score. We're gonna have no pitching. We're gonna have no pitching for the next game. Hicks is gassed. We can't eat into their bullpen because for whatever reason, their starters shutting us down. Okay, a couple errors helped us there, but we still only were able to get 3. We got Caleb Ferguson out there now. He's even walking a dude. Top 8, I don't know. Should I hop in? Should I see if I can do anything with this? I may as well. It's Brewstar, though, that we gotta face. Juan Soto up. And oh wait, nope, they're gonna make the play, because of course they are. It's MLB The Show 23, and it's a diving play. It's gonna be made. Oh, that one's hit right to him, though. I was not on that. Timed it up. All right, we're not going down without a fight, at least. I mean, I'm not having the most difficult time timing up Brewstar's pitching. Come on, that's got to drop in also. It is going to drop in also. Back-to-back base hits with 2 outs. Another good timing swing also. No. Oh, that is... His cutter has so much break, man. All right, well, still down 5. I'm just going to sim the bottom of the 8th, and then I'll hop back in for the 9th. Of course, Leo Blanco comes in for a shutout inning, because what else is he going to do? But here we go. 8-9-1, 5-run deficit. We need a miracle. Oh, dude, we keep working these 3-ball counts, and then they throw something over the plate that I'm just not making a good enough swing on. That one might drop in for me, though. All right, it's got to start somewhere. Even though we're down big, I may as well play my best hand and get Drew Jones in over Abrams. Oh, I can take second here. That was a strike, but at least I'll stay out of the double play. I might have been on that if I swung the bat. No, I was late. Okay. Ooh, wow. That got me. That got me good. Oh, and I can't hold up. Out with a whimper there. The first lopsided game of the series goes in favor of the Dodgers, and they even it up at 2. So that ensures that the series is not going to end out here in LA. It's going to end back home at Nationals Park. It's just going to be a matter of who goes back home with the advantage. I really can't help but feel like it all goes back to the starting pitching. 3 of our 4 starts have seen our starting pitchers give up an at least 5-run inning, and we've lost 2 of those 3 games. When we got the good start out of Snell, we won that game. So we need somebody to step up, and that somebody has to be Cade Cavalli. Postseason legend Cade Cavalli's got to turn that narrative back around after a rough game 1. We got to go on the road here in game 5. We got to take care of business, and we got to head home with the series lead. Man, we actually have a lot more of an intact bullpen than I thought we would have had. The only 2 that bore the brunt of that last game was Ayala and Hicks, but the rest of our bullpen's ready to go. So a solid outing from Cavalli to hand it off to a pretty healthy and relaxed, relaxed wasn't the right word. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. Loaded bullpen? Loaded bullpen works. Rested. That's the word. It's the most basic word. Rested bullpen. I am, though, since it's still not a deciding game yet, I'm going to hand it over to the simulator. But, you know, with it being a lot more high stakes, 2-2 tie, I'll probably hop in quicker than I've been hopping in. And actually, on top of that, with that in mind, I'm going to go at bat by at bat instead of just starting out simming the half inning. Abrams leading it off with a walk. Base hit from Garcia. Soto with the fielder's choice. You know, this would be the spot that I would say I'd hop into, but I just feel like against a righty, I haven't been as good with Meneses as the simulator's been. So I'm trusting the simulation, and okay, at least he gets a runner in with a sac fly, and then Ian Happ strikes out to end it, because of course he does, but at least it's a 1-run lead. Now this is where it's really going to get dicey. Cavalli, you're not going to have too much of a leash to do this on your own. And yep, right away. Nope. 2 pitches in, he's giving up a double. I'm taking control. And I'm not going to do any better. That is not a good swing. That is not good contact. That is just unlucky. What are you going to do? Is that how it's gone for Cavalli? When I sim and he doesn't have good starts, is that just why it's gone bad for him? Because if that's the case, then a lot less of it is on him than I thought. Okay, that one's got to get caught. We got Soto under it. We're good. Ooh, they're taking... Oh, dude. No chance that they're pulling that off to perfection right there. I'm just feeling worse and worse for Cavalli. This makes me think this truly is just how it's gone for him. If they don't pull off that play perfectly, that's a double play right to second base, but instead it's no outs, and they're threatening again. Okay, there you go. Just do it yourself. Punch him out. Okay, that probably should have been another punch out. It didn't look like he made contact on it, but it's harmless. It gets us through the inning. A 1-1 tie is not what I wanted when I saw we took the lead early, but it's what we got to live with. Gonna go back into the simulator here. Need to get something going again. Another leadoff walk, and come on. Let's not. Okay, base hit. Abrams? Nope. Thought we might have been able to have something cooking here. Cavalli, can I trust you? Can you do it on your own? A walk, a fly out. A double play. All right, he did it on his own. And nothing doing in the top of the 3rd. Cavalli again with the leadoff single. A walk. So in I come once again. There we go. Finally, that slider works. That's his pitch, and I haven't gotten any swings and misses on it yet until then. Dude, these Dodgers are being way too patient on Cavalli here, dude. Come on. Turn this. 58 speed. We can get it. No, why did we take so long to throw it back to first? Was Cavalli just not ready? Grounder to Casas. That one, he'll take care of himself. We get out of it. Didn't give up anything that time. I just don't like that I've had to intervene in 2 of Cade Cavalli's 3 innings so far. I'm also not going to wait too much longer to start taking control of this offense here. We got to wake up. We got to do something, guys. Casas with the hit. Chapman? No, okay. And another strikeout. Great. All right, Cavalli, you're on your own again. Strikeout, strikeout, pop up. There you go. Let's do that more. Top 5. There it is. Somebody's doing something, and it's Mr. Clutch himself doing it himself. 2-1 lead now, and then Soto flies out. Does Cavalli have one more left in the tank? Double play and a ground out. There we go. That is all I ask of him. 5 innings, 1 run allowed. If that's all he does, that works for me. I might even force the game's hand to make sure that's all he does. Still need some more offense, though, and we're not going to get it in the top of the 6th. I just don't know if I want to take Cavalli out and then stick in simulating, or if I want to just take control of pitching right now. Well, either way, I think I'm going to put Sandlin in from here just to make sure he's ready to go and everything. But you know what? Just to make sure, just to feel safe, I'm going to pitch myself. And okay, or there. Okay, I actually thought he just stepped up and ripped a double right away, but can't underestimate Soto in the outfield. Grounder, Garcia, we got to get it there. He's going to get it there. Nice play. I think that's 3 pitches for 2 outs so far for Sandlin, so that's good. And a punch out on the slider. Great inning from Nick Sandlin again. And I don't know, I feel like if I'm kind of committing now, that felt like a commitment to pitching the rest of this game. So if I am going to take over pitching on my own, I feel like I can let these guys continue hitting on their own. So we're still going to simulate these at-bats. We're going to go at-bat by at-bat. Chapman, strikeout, strikeout. Okay, that's good. Good thing that I let them do that themselves. And I'm going to stick with Sandlin. He went 9 pitches to get through the last inning, so he's got a lot left. I'd like to not miss my spot like that, though. Dude, what is with Trace Thompson not just letting it fly on these sliders? This is not like him. All right, I mean, he still made contact, but we'll take her out. And another punch out. Perfect slider there. 1 to go for Sandlin. That's all I need out of him is 1 more out. And we get another one on the slider. That time caught looking. Another great outing from Nick Sandlin. So we should have the bridge here from either Sir Anthony or Mantiply, whichever matchup makes more sense, to Crochet to close it. So I am going to continue simulating here. But before I do that, they just brought in a lefty with Abrams up. So this is a spot to go to Drew Jones, because then it's also a defensive upgrade in center field. So I'll go ahead and manually make that change, but then we'll still keep simulating. I guess I could have done that within this too, right? Pinch hit. Anyway, let's go here. Drew Jones grounds out. All right, good move then. Another ground out and a strikeout. We are just hitting off the charts. All right, well, it is the spot again where it's 3 lefties up in a row. So that means it's Joe Mantiply. Oh, come on, Diaz. We're there. Nice. Jammed him. And a punch out on the 12-6. Just 1 more from Mantiply is all I need. And the rollover. Oh, no. Oh, Joe. Oh, that better not turn into anything. How is that not an error? Well, him missing that grounder kind of ruins his outing, because now I feel like I need to go to Sir Anthony Dominguez with the righty up. And there we go. Perfect slider, 3-pitch strikeout for Dominguez to lock it down. All we need is the 9th inning. And I'm going to hit. I'm personally going to take control and hit here to try and get some insurance. They're going to their closer. They really don't want insurance runs allowed, which obviously makes sense. Oh, I worked that back to a full count from down, I think, 1-2, and then I make that swing. Usually I'm way out in front of that. That time I saw the break, and I just waited back too long. And I can't hold up on another slider. That was an ugly at bat. And a pop up to center. That's camped under, so 2 runs is going to have to be what does it today. And I think since I went to Dominguez and I have him out there, it kind of gives me the opportunity to play the matchups a little bit here. So I think I'm going to leave Sir Anthony in just to face Mountcastle, and then we'll go Crochet for the next 2. And there we go. What a pitch. I'm pretty sure Sir Anthony Dominguez in this series has 5 batters faced and 5 strikeouts. But now with the lefty up, we turn it over to Garrett Crochet. And there we go, way out in front of the slider. He was giving me a little bit of trouble, but I finally got him. Now all we got to do is handle Trayce Thompson. And having a lefty out there is a better matchup to face him with. And another back foot slider ends another game out here in LA. And we take the 3-2 series lead. Back to another 1-run game for that one. And all 3 of our wins in the series have come by a total now of 3 runs. We're being outscored in the series. But all we need to do is go back home, take 1 more of 2 games, and we're heading back to our 4th straight World Series. The ALCS is tied at 2 right now, so we don't even have any indication yet of who our opponent might be if we finish off our side of the bracket. But that's what we're going to do. We're heading home to finish off our side of the bracket. I guess actually when I sim this day, we might get to see, yep, Cleveland's up 3-2. All right, so once again, it's Freddie Peralta versus Aaron Savali, and I'm going to be playing this one from the beginning. Now, same thing applies to the elimination game that I played against the Pirates. My plan is to play this entire game, but if things get out of hand early again, and I don't feel the need to play every single at bat, we won't play every single at bat. But I have a feeling that these Dodgers are going to give me a little bit more trouble than the Pirates did. And you know what? We're not going to go back to the regular home jerseys. I am throwing on the Cherry Blossom City Connects. So here we are back at home after taking 2 of 3 on the road in LA. All we got to do is win 1 of 2 games at home and we wrap it up and we can call ourselves the National League champions for the 4th season in a row. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that this will be my first time using Freddie Peralta because when I traded for him, I was already done playing full games in the regular season. And I don't think there would have ever been a critical situation where I would have used him. And we get a pop-up from the first batter. Let's keep that trend going. More weak contact. There we go. There's the strikeout pitch. Oh my God. Mookie Betts giving us trouble here. We got him down 0-2. Then he took 3 really good strike 3 pitches. Now he's fouling off the heat in the zone. What do I do? He took it. Oh, I didn't want that to end up out of the zone. I actually wanted that to stay in the zone and hope to just get him out in front of it. That's a Dodgers at bat right there. That's how it goes facing these Dodgers sometimes. They just get way too patient. That one, all right. Peralta snags it. That was a good inning. It's just, I don't want it to take 21 pitches. And it's Aaron Savali on their side. I am really not worried about facing him. If I remember right, you know what, we'll check. But I don't think he has good per nines. Okay, 63 hits per 9 is fine. It's not terrible, but it's not good either. We should have pretty decent sized PCIs up and down the lineup. Abrams with the perfect. Oh my God, are we really starting it out with this? That's going to be a perfect double from CJ Abrams. We might be getting to him early. Oh, and then we follow it up with 1 to the gap. That is Abrams and Garcia to perfection right there. Back-to-back doubles to lead off the game. Gives us the lead. Man, I actually somehow didn't even notice until right now that wearing these City Connect jerseys also changes the logo and the color scheme of the score bug. That's kind of cool. See, if he keeps throwing that cutter, that might be the one pitch that gives me trouble. Maybe I don't have to make that bad of a swing on it though. I could, you know, actually be competitive. Meneses, that is getting past him at first. All right. And a walk. Couldn't hit his spot on the backdoor cutter that loads the bases for Tristan Casas with 1 out. Oh, see, it's that spot. It is that spot in the zone that's giving me all sorts of trouble lately. That was in the lower third. No, we don't need that type of play to be made. I smoked it. We need Freddie then to stay locked in here. He can't go giving anything up like that. We can't leave our perfectly timed pitches right down the middle. There we go. I like that. We've started out both innings now with pop-ups to Chapman at short. There we go. 3-pitch strikeout of Trayce Thompson. Oh, and he waited back. Hap should cut that off, though. It won't be 2. Hopefully we can make that be harmless. Just a harmless 2-out base hit. There we go. Rollover. Diaz has it. And that wraps up the second inning. No. Oh, I had good timing and I was under it. Up the middle. There we go. He is going to that backdoor cutter against lefties so many times. He went to it again, and we'll get another base hit on it. Abrams. Okay, it didn't stick in his glove. It's not going to be 2. It's still 1, though. No, dude, why do I not find the middle ground on that curve? First at bat, I'm too far under it. That time, I'm too far above it. We got to stop leaving so many runners on, man. That is a lot of base runners so far to only have 1 run. Okay, there we go. I said there we go, thinking Casas wouldn't have made that look as difficult as he did. We're going to have to get an out on this. Okay, I played it safe. I played it on the bounce instead of trying to go for the catch on the fly. All right, another punch out, another scoreless inning for Peralta. He's holding it down, even with a somewhat high pitch count. Oh, how much of that did I get? I'm way under it, but that jumped off his bat. 99 power is going to die right in front of the 335 sign. I didn't want to swing at that. Dude, he is throwing this curveball so much here. How did that stay in the air? That's like 6 inches below the zone. Peralta's only at about half his energy left, so I am starting to warm up Jordan Hicks just in case. And also, I feel a little better having Jordan Hicks come in the game when I'm actually using him. And there we go. That's a nice strikeout. Caught him looking. And another strikeout. Okay, maybe we're finding that strikeout pitch here in the 4th. Oh, that one is not going to be caught. At least it went foul. Oh, man, that was close. And we get the grounder to end the inning. Garcia makes the play on it. That's 4 scoreless now for Garcia, or Peralta. Might only be able to get 1 more out of him, though, which means we need more of a lead. I want to feel much more comfortable than I feel about this game right now. We need a big swing. Okay, ooh, I'm lucky. I thought that looked like it was going to miss the zone by a lot more than it did. We'll take a leadoff walk. No Chapman, no Chapman. And then that time it's the curve. We're not going to run that out. Man, he is really, after that first inning, he's leaning on the cutter and the curve, and I guess just putting it in spots that I'm having trouble doing anything with. And just as much as we're on the verge of probably having to go to our bullpen, we have them on the verge of that too, but I don't know if that's a good thing. I kind of wanted to face Savali for a little while. Garcia on the dive, we can't get there. I don't like this. Dude, they're squeezing me here. Oh, that could be 2. We need this to be 2. It's not going to be 2. It took way too long. Come on. This is not... It's not going to be 2. Why do we keep getting ground balls? But they're just slightly too difficultly placed to actually turn 2 on them. And now we're down into the yellow with Peralta. 9-hole hitter. I think we're going to make this be Freddie Peralta's last batter face. One way or another. They're taking off. And we didn't get him. I guess it was a changeup. Okay, Chapman. We got to get this one over there in time. We do. That's 5 scoreless for Freddie Peralta. I think that's going to be the end of his day. Ruiz, no, dude, there's just like something slightly wrong about all my swings since the second inning. All right, there we go. Couldn't hit the back door there. Oh, no, that was supposed to be a check swing. Let me check the swing. I don't care if I go around on it. Just don't make me swing. And then Soto's going to get under another one and fly it. That one's not even going to make it to the track. So you get through 5 innings, and all we have on the board is our 1 run in the first inning before we even got an out. I'm giving the ball here to Leo Blanco. Couple of lefties in a row to lead off the inning. He will have to face Mookie Betts due up third, but he can handle it. Oh, dude. We got him down 0-2, and I've made a couple of really nice 2-strike pitches. And then he Oh my God, Casas saves the leadoff base runner. Never deserved that. Did not earn that. Way out in front of it, rolling over. So Casas just made sure what was supposed to happen happened. Dude, Blanco can't find the strikeout pitch. At least we've gotten a couple outs. Oh, and we get a first pitch ground out. That works out for me. A 1-2-3 inning from Leo Blanco, scoreless. Who would have thought? We only need 3 more scoreless innings on the mound. They're going to Brewstar. They're going to a heavy hitter here in the 6th. They got a lot of heavy hitters out there, though, so they can spare it. Oh, God. Brewstar is so tough sometimes, man. His pitches have so much break. There we go. That's a good swing on a sinker. I think we got to stay at 1, though. That's another tough one. I would have been way too late if I just completely pulled the trigger on it. And that stays fair, so I'm held scoreless again. Really, if you think about it, both of us have 18 scoreless outs in a row. It's just I was fortunate enough to score before I made an out. So we got to keep this scoreless inning streak alive. Nick Sandlin's coming out there to do it. He's had himself a postseason so far. Yeah, I saw that sinker ending up a little bit further in the zone than I wanted it to, and of course, it has to get punished. A leadoff double, man, that is not a good sign. Need a lockdown inning the rest of the way here, Sandlin. You got to pitch the best you've ever pitched. And, okay, Garcia bailing you out. That saves a run for now, but we still got to keep a runner at third with only 1 out on the board. 4 straight sliders away. He rolls over. I'm coming home with it. He took off. That is not a smart move. That is huge. That is a huge play right there. Cut him down coming home, and now there's 2 outs. Only a runner on first. And there we go. The swing through the slider. Sandlin somehow does it again. Scoreless inning. We only need 2 more. We've got Seranthony or Mantiply, and then Crochet. All right, they went to another new arm. It's Phil Bickford. I feel like we've kind of beaten up on him, but that's mostly been in the simulation in this series. Although this might have been who Abrams hit that 3-run homer against in Game 2. And if we get the first 2 on here, that'd be the same situation. And there's the first one on. And he couldn't hit his spot. So we did it. We got both runners on. Nobody out for CJ Abrams. No, Abrams didn't do it again. Why do I keep... Oh, he beat it out. Man, he must have been flying. I don't know how that wasn't 2. That's got to drop in, it will, and we're going to be able to move all the way up to third on that. That's not pretty, but Mr. Clutch comes through again. He's driven in both today. And then Soto, that gets through too. That is not a good swing, but it's going to give me another run. We've gotten 2 runs of cushion this inning. That's exactly what we need, and we're still not done. They're going to another new arm out there for some answers, but you're not going to find any answers with Meneses up. Oh, I just flied it out. I had the right idea. I just didn't wait back far enough to take it the other way. And I had the right idea again. I don't know what's wrong with that swing. That is as good of a swing as you can ask for. I don't understand how we got that far under it, but I won't be mad. We got 2. It's a 3-0 lead. And this is a spot where we want to go to Mantiply. They've got Chris Taylor up first, but at this point, he's actually a lot worse against lefties. And then after him is 2 lefties. Go foul. Please go foul. Oh my God. Oh. And then we got him out in front of the circle change. There's out number 1. 5 to go. Oh, we can't find the put-away pitch against Michael Busch. Just want weak contact here. That wasn't weak, but it's weak enough. Soto's going to run it down. There's out number 2. 4 to go. Oh, and he can't hold up on the 12-6. Another scoreless inning in this series out of Joe Mantiply. We just need 1 more inning. One last time, we got to deal with Alex Vesia, or at least I hope one last time. Oh my God, why do I keep taking strike 3 with Tristan Casas in this series? All right, Chapman drawing a walk. We've made Vesia work here. Need to pay it off here. Somebody's got to do some damage. I want more. That is going to drop in. All right, another 3-2 count, and I did not turn on that like I would have wanted to, but we're filling up the bases again. Ah, it's going to be 2. Oh, wait, he missed the tag. Run. Oh, there we go. And they're going to go to a new arm, a righty. That means I get to leave Abrams in. I would have taken him out if it was still Vesia, but we get one last chance to try and beat up on Evan Phillips, and we're going to do it. I haven't faced him yet in this series. I hadn't gotten the chance to, and the first pitch I see is another run-scoring double. And a perfect to follow that up. He hit it so hard, we got to hold 85 speed up at third. Oh, that was actually a really good 3-2 pitch right there. So we can't add any more on off of Phillips. We gotta live with the 2. 5-0 is what we're taking into the 9th inning. We're still gonna hand the ball over to Crochet. Make sure this one's locked up well and good. And that's a fly ball that we're gonna get to. Somebody is gonna be there, and that's gonna be Hap. Oh, paint from Crochet for out number 2. And a hard hit ball over to Diaz. And we, for the 4th straight season, beat the Dodgers and send them home in the postseason. And not only that, but we're heading back to our 4th straight World Series. We found our way back in a completely different game mode, switching over to franchise. We don't have momentum, we don't have player boosts, we don't have attribute boosts, but we find a way to make it back to the World Series one more time. Now all that's left to do for this series is find out who our matchup's gonna be, and we should see that with one more day of simulating. It's a 3-2 series lead right now for Cleveland, so we're gonna lock in on Cleveland here. So here we go, game 6. Seattle's throwing Ohtani, and Cleveland wins. So in the 2026 World Series, it's going to be the Washington Nationals taking on the Cleveland Guardians. So that's going to happen next episode, which kind of has to come out tomorrow, and then the long-term simulation kind of has to come out the day after, because that's all the time we have left on MLB The Show 23. I've cut it close. I am the master at waiting until the last minute. But anyways, guys, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks for watching today. Thanks for sticking with me again, and I will see you guys next time for the World Series.